Welcome, you are listening Radio Central News. I'm Chandni and now news in detail. India has registered a spike of 47,704 novel coronavirus cases in the past 24 hours, pushing the tally to 14,83,153 on Tuesday, while the recovery rate also has improved to 64.23%. According to the Health Ministry, the active cases of the infection across the country stood at 4,96,988. On the brighter side, the total recoveries so far have now reached 9,52,744, and the difference between active cases and the recovered was improving day by day. The data stated that the cured and discharged cases have now exceeded the active cases of 4,55,756. However, the fatalities due to the contagion have also increased to 33,425 after the country recorded a sharp spike of 654 deaths reported due to the pandemic in the past 24 hours. Meanwhile, a total of 1,73,34,885 samples have been tested for COVID-19 as per the Indian Council of Medical Research till Monday. Justice Jyotsna Rival Dua was sworn in as the judge of Himachal Pradesh High Court on Tuesday. She was administered oath of office by the Chief Justice L. Narayana Swamy in the High Court. Before this, she was serving as the additional judge of the High Court. Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot here on Tuesday called another cabinet meeting to discuss the queries raised by the governor in calling on urgent assembly session. The cabinet meet comes just a day after Governor Kalraj Mishra returned the proposal of Gehlot government raising 3 points: agenda of assembly session, 21 days advance notice and COVID-19 situation. After the cabinet meeting at the CM's residence, Revenue Minister Harish Chaudhary informed the media here that the government wishes to bring the assembly in session from July 31 Friday onwards. Mr. Chaudhary said the government is not in a favor of first giving an advance notice of 21 days and then calling the session. It is not obligatory to give 21-day notice. If the government wishes, it can, but the governor cannot ask for it, the minister claimed. Mr. Chaudhary made it clear that the government has objection over all three questions raised by the government and will soon give a reply. Amid its increasing global isolation and border belligerence, China has asked Pakistan, Nepal, and Afghanistan to cooperate under its Belt and Road Initiative, including the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi, who chaired a video conference of his counterparts from Pakistan, Nepal, and Afghanistan, outlined 4 proposals, including extending the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor to Afghanistan and taking forward an economic corridor plan with Nepal, officials said. The 4 countries also resolved to strengthen cooperation in dealing with the COVID-19 virus pandemic and boosting their economies through regional connectivity projects. Mr. Wang offered 4 proposals to strengthen ties between the 4 countries, including sharing consensus in fighting the pandemic as good neighbors. Beside Wang Yi, those who participated in the video conference included Afghanistan's acting Foreign Minister Mohammad Hanif Atmar, Nepal Foreign Minister Pradeep Kumar Gayawali, and Pakistan Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi. A 13-year-old girl from Indore who's recently lost her father to the COVID-19 pandemic became the first student cleared to Class 12 board examination after appearing for it directly after Class 10 exam in Madhya Pradesh. The result of the Class 12 examination were declared by the Madhya Pradesh Board of Secondary Education on Monday, in which Tanishka Sujit scored 62.8% in Commerce stream. Tanishka, who appeared for the exam as a private student who obtained a distinction in English and Hindi. We met government officials several times in Bhopal and persuaded them to grant special permission for Tanishka to appear for Class 12 exam directly after Class 10, said the girl's mother Anubha Chandran, who along with her late husband Sujit homeschooled the teen. Tanishka lost her father Sujit to the coronavirus infection on July 2. Gold prices in the national capital on Tuesday witnessed a fall after rising for the past 7 days and declined Rs 187 to Rs 52,846 per 10 gram in tandem with weak international trends, according to the HDFC Securities. In the previous trade, the precious metal had closed at Rs 53,033 per 10 gram. Silver also tumbled Rs 1,933 to Rs 64,297 per kg against Rs 66,230 per kg on Monday. Both gold and silver have witnessed decline after 7 days of gain according to the HDFC Securities. Spot gold prices for 24 carat in Delhi witnessed correction for Rs 187 with a decline in international gold prices, HDFC Securities senior analyst Tapan Patel said. In the international market, gold was quieting lower at USD 1,923 per ounce and silver at USD 23.60 per ounce. Gold prices witnessed profit booking on dollar recovery, he added. That is all for today's news bulletin. Stay tuned to Radio Central News for more updates.